Angela Merkel's ruling coalition catching a breather over the weekend as its main parties stems a surge by Germany's far-right populists in 2 elections. Now, the narrow victories may, for now, stave off a deeper political crisis as fears of a recession in Europe's largest economy still persist. Well, Christian Schulz of Citi Economics team is still with us. Christian, how do you view the German economy, and actually what's the prescription to try and fix it? Negative rates are hurting it. If we don't have fiscal spending, how bad could it be for Germany?
Well, Germany, or the manufacturing sector in Germany, is certainly experiencing a recession. That's not unusual. We have downturns in manufacturing globally all the time, and Germany is just connected to that. As I think I was mentioning before, I think China plays a big role in that. The US trade wars plays a role. Brexit probably plays a role. So these are all external factors. What normally happens in Germany is that eventually the manufacturing sector starts adjusting, inventories adjust, the potential, the economy improve, the companies improve their competitiveness, and then they surge at one point out of the recession, and the manufacturing sector contributes positively again to the economy. That's what normally happens. The problem at this point is we're at the lower bound in terms of interest rates, so the ECB can't really save the economy, and all these external problems don't seem to be going away anytime soon. The trade wars aren't going away, China's slowdown isn't going away, and who knows if Brexit is going to go away anytime soon either. And that makes it more likely than usual that this manufacturing downturn turns into a broader crisis or broader recession in the German economy. And I think the first signs of that are emerging. Employment growth is down, unemployment starts creeping up, and that is a real risk for the economy. So there's a risk of a self-fulfilling downward spiral and no help from anywhere else, and that leaves the owners firmly in Berlin with fiscal policy, in my view. So I think some sort of stimulus, some sort of action from Berlin is necessary. I hope, though, that it won't just be a fiscal stimulus as such, but that it will also be accompanied by some structural reforms with longer-lasting positive impact on the German and indeed the European economy.
Christian, is it time now for Germany's obsession with fiscal prudence to go?
Excessive deficit prudence, yes. So the black zero, the commitment not to borrow, which is not any legal commitment, it's purely a political commitment by the government not to borrow. That is at risk of making things policy pro-cyclical in Germany, so that they save into a recession. That's obviously not a good idea. The automatic stabilizers of the economy, the unemployment insurance, the short-term worker scheme, and others should be allowed to work. And I think the government is moving towards that. So in that sense, yes. In terms of the broader fiscal rules, I think those are still fine. They shouldn't be removed. They shouldn't be revised. But as I said, Germany has spent the last 10 years gradually giving away these reforms and taking out the reforms that made Germany so competitive in the first place. I think it's worth reviewing how much has been done there and giving the economy again some flexibility to adjust to this new global environment of uncertainty and perhaps recession.